going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K25 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, I'll leave the link in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Now, guys, my personal favorite flavor is the Grandpa's Denture Water. I definitely recommend you guys checking it out. You know, whether it be that particular flavor, they have a bunch of different flavors. Definitely recommend you guys checking it out. If you guys do, click the link in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Guys, before we get this episode started, this is the go-home show before Bash at Berlin. We have one big debut on the brand, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. Personally, one of my favorite superstars of all time. As you guys see, I am rocking the Macho Man Randy Savage t-shirt. It's going to be a great episode. I got to plug this series playlist. I'll leave it in the top right-hand corner right here. Having a lot of fun. We're about 15 episodes deep, something like that. Lost track. We took a little bit of a break. I am fully back, and I am better than ever. We have a lot of great things lined up for this channel. Be sure to check out the live stream every Saturday night when available. We will be going live next Saturday night with the WWE My Rise series on here. So I will leave it linked in the video or in the top right-hand corner right here. Guys, let's get this episode started. Let's just have a great night of wrestling. As you guys can see in the opener, Jacob Fatu taking on Damian Priest for the Women's World title. Io Sky is defending against Jade Cargill. Let me just make sure I got everything set up. There's going to be some other great matches. Michin is defending the Women's IC title against Nia Jax. And we might change the stipulation in a Falls Count Anywhere. Jey Uso taking on Gunther in the never-ending reign. And in the main event, the debut of the Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream of the crop, and teaming with Andrade, taking on the Authors of Pain in a steel cage match. Now, guys, that is going to be a killer matchup. I'm super excited about it. It is going to be a fun episode before we get to the pay-per-view. Saturday night, just finished watching Saturday night's main event, Goldberg's last ever wrestling appearance. Let me tell you something. As a kid, I'm 38 years old, so I grew up during the Attitude Era, the big-time WCW where the big boys play. Absolutely loved Goldberg as a kid. Now, it is kind of sad to see he did lose a step since his... Well, obviously, he lost the steps since his debut in 97, 98, whatever it was. But really cool to see him go out there. We're going to get this opening matchup in Anaheim, California going. It is for the IC title. Guys, I am so excited about that. It is going to be a great match. Jacob Fatu has done a great job with that IC title so far. And if you're wondering what I'm sipping on tonight, it is Pepsi Zero Sugar and Four Roses Single Barrel. I absolutely love that. Outside of beer, I am a big whiskey guy. I like my whiskey. As Damian Priest, your former IC champion, is making his way to the ring. He is, in this timeline, I guess you would say, a Grand Slam champion. I love Damian Priest. I think he is a hell of a talent, especially on the blue brand. well, on the red brand here, but man, things kind of went downhill since he lost that World Heavyweight title, have they not? I mean, granted, I think he's over 40. If not, he's pretty close. Again, making that sound like it's really, really old, but it's not. Just me, I guess. And Damian Priest about ready to square off with the current IC champion. Hold on. I don't want to hit the mic. Shit. I can't figure it out. I ain't got no room between me and this mic. Yeah. There we go. Hopefully that sounds better. Damian Priest and Jacob Fatu. You know these guys are going to knock it out of the park like they always do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, it's funny. I had this bottle of Four Roses sitting in my fridge for roughly about a month or so. A month and a half, 2 months. Now, the old me would figure out a way how to drink that whole thing in one night. Kind of not been drinking hard alcohol as much as I would drink beer. I'm actually just waiting for my beer to come in tomorrow, so I know. First world problems, but I usually don't drink whiskey. This is my third whiskey and zero sugar Pepsi. And I'm currently recording this at about 10:30 at night, and I started drinking before, just shortly before Saturday night's main event. This is going to be a big-time fight. I like the way that my roster is actually lining up here. I think we have a great roster, just a great all-around. Everything's been great with this. Fireworks going off in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. And I'm going to let the ring announcer do his introductions with Jacob Fatu. The IC title is on the line, folks. Two warriors lined up, ready to tear the house down here on Monday Night Raw. Super kick by Jacob Fatu. They lock up. Damian Priest looking to gain an advantage, and he backs Jacob Fatu into the ropes. Ref breaks him up, and they lock up again. I have not quite got down the that yet. Yeah, we're terrible at this minigame. Not even going to lie. Headlock takeover. Got him planted on the mat. Oh, Jacob Fatu gets himself free. Some nice chain wrestling by these two. Oh, shot to the gut. Damian Priest now in control. Jacob Fatu able to get himself free. Tosses Damian Priest like a sack of potatoes. Holy crap. The standing flatliner by Damian Priest, and he pulls off the straps. He is going for it. Misses, cannot get the throat for the South of Heaven, and Jacob Fatu had him scouted as the Impaler DDT drops Damian Priest. Big splash by Jacob Fatu, and the leg is hooked. That is a 3 count. Jacob Fatu is your winner. Holy crap. What an opening matchup. We didn't really get to see much of it, but it was a solid matchup. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed calling it for you guys as much as I could. Four-star match to start the show. Braun's going to call out Andrade. That's going to bring their rivalry to a level 2. And now the Women's World title is on the line. Io Sky, Jade Cargill. This should be a fun match. Honestly, this is something that I would like to see IRL. If Jade could just get a little more competent behind in the ring. I think she's got the look. I think she's got the physique. I think she's got, the aura. Everything about her screams superstar. The entrance is so cool. Love it in this video game, by the way. But Jade Cargill, arguably one of the... I think she could potentially be the one that knocks off... Oh God, who's the world champion over on SmackDown? Tiffy? Is it Tiffy? And then Naomi cashes in. So I am going to do my best to try and watch Evolution on Sunday night. I do have I don't want to say a prior engagement. I got to do another recording for the NASCAR series, so I think I'm going to have time on Monday. You know what? I got a CarPlay in my work truck. I could always project it on my screen in my truck. Yep. Yeah, I didn't say that out loud. Rewind that. Damn. And now the Women's World Champion, Io Sky. Let me tell you, she has had a phenomenal reign on this brand so far. She is our inaugural champion. She defeated Nia Jax in her first big feud. Now tangling it up with Jade Cargill. I'm super excited about that, quite frankly. I think all 4 women are... Well, I think these 2 women are going to have great chemistry against each other. And honestly, I've enjoyed Io's reign over on Monday Night Raw. By the way, definitely recommend, if you're of the age, 4 Roses Single Barrel. I believe it's about $50 a bottle. I think that's part of the reason why I haven't been chugging it like it's goddamn $2 up chuck. But I love their stuff, and I highly recommend it because it is a good whiskey. And here we go. Jade Cargill, the challenger for this Women's World title. And Io Sky, the Women's World Champion. We're going to have a hell of a match here tonight. And the referee calls for the bell. The mushroom stomp by Io Sky. And they lock up center. And another mushroom stomp right on those abs of Jade Cargill, really working over the stomach area. Irish whip in the corner. They lock up and a forearm across the face. Another one. A drop kick in the corner. What's Io got planned? Drops her on the back of her neck. Kick to the back of the spine. Jade has not been able to get going yet. And Jade finally breathes a little bit of life into this thing. Uppercut. Io in a little bit of trouble right here as she's up against the corner. Io gets herself an opening with the kick to the face. Jade Cargill with the schoolboy. Io, the roll through. Jade powers out. Backslide. And Io kicks out, not even a 1 count. Reversal of the Irish whip and a flapjack. She's telling, come on, come on. Super kick to the... Oh my God, she just kicked Jade's head right off her shoulders. Locks up. Dragon screw leg whip. And Jade Cargill on the outside. I forgot Io doesn't have a dive package. So we're going to take it to the top rope. Why is Jade... No, we're not. Jade doing push-ups, taunting her. Not the smartest thing in the world. Jade getting a little cocky. The mushroom stomp on the outside. And now Jade looking to call for her finish, the Jaded. But Io Sky counters it. Roll through the mushroom stomp. Another one. And now Io Sky going to the top rope. Moonsault over the sky. Moonsault. That's a 3 count. Io Sky with the hard-fought victory in that women's world title matchup. Quote-unquote Night of Champions. Such a good whiskey. So smooth, too. 3.5 stars. I can deal with that. We have 2 women's matches on the card. Trick Williams doing a little bit of promo to get that money back up. And now, the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Michin taking on Nia Jax. Michin, we signed to a short-term contract to try and just get her some recognition, decide a women's IC champion, which, by the way, such a cool looking belt, but Nia Jax looking to gain ownership of that women's Intercontinental title. And as she marches to the ring, she basically telling you she ain't the lady to mess with. She does the stretches. And now Michin on her way to the ring. Current women's IC champ. Honestly, we need to do a lot with her. I would like to keep her because I feel like we're kind of lacking in the women's department. Our women's tag team division not exactly killing it like I thought they would, but meh. And she is in the ring. She's ready to go. The DXX, man. Let me tell you. And we have ourselves a match. Let me tell you, it's going to be a killer matchup. Challenger Nia Jax. I am super excited for it. And your current champion, Macho. Her first piece of gold in the WWE. Former TNA Knockouts champion. Loved her run in TNA, let me tell you that much. And referee calls for the bell. Macho cannot take down Nia Jax with a clothesline. Macho is in for the fight of her life for the second match in a row. Nia Jax decapitates her with a clothesline. Macho gets the foot to the face. Nia Jax stumbling back. Got her up on their shoulders. But Macho able to fight out. Macho like a little spitfire. And we're going to see these two girls trading shots back and forth. Shots. Oh my God, they are going to war here. These girls are not holding back. Oh. Nia. And now picks her up, hangs her over the top rope. And now Nia going for a cover. Got the shoulder up, barely a 1 count. Oh, the foot to the face. And now she's setting up Nia for something big here. Eat defeat. Not enough for the 3 count. Nia's still got a lot of gas left in the tank. They lock up. Nia reverses it. Macho goes over the top rope. Slams her face first in the mat. Nia's calling for a big finisher on the outside. Is it going to be the powerbomb? We won't find out because Macho is too quick on her feet. Oh, man. And now Macho's got the chair. Smacks Nia upside the head with the chair. Another one. In the words of the great DJ Khaled, another one. And Nia Jax is busted wide open from the chair shot. Macho not giving up. Nia counters, tosses the chair to the side. Got her up on her shoulders, drops her back on that very thin padding on the outside. Locks up. Reversal. And Nia Jax back in the ring. What a kick to the side of the head. What a move, and Michin going for the cover. Not enough for a 3 count. Nia Jax still got enough gas in the tank. Eat defeat. 1, 2. How much is it going to take to put Nia away? Kick. Pop. I'm going to call it Pop Rocks. That's what I know the move as. That's going to be a 3 count. Michin victorious. Holy shnikes. What a badass match, guys. Michin killing it. Awesome. What a matchup. 4 stars. Holy crap. We are knocking it out of the park with this go-home show. Casey Catanzaro is going to make us some money. And here we go. Jey Uso taking on Gunther in the rivalry that never ends. Holy crap. Gunther on his way to the ring. Sorry. I don't know if you guys know, it's freaking the middle of summertime. I am sweating donkey balls off up in here. But Gunther on his way to the ring. I am a huge fan of Gunther. I think the guy is a phenomenal world champion. Congratulations to Gunther. Honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed that match on Saturday night's main event. Like I said, I grew up in the era where it was big physiques, you know, power moves, everything like that. So it was a nice surprise to see Goldberg. Like I said, he lost a step, but he went out on his own terms. That's great. Because a lot of guys of that era did not go out on their own terms. So it was nice to see, you know, a guy who I liked as a kid go out on his own terms. And, you know, all the crap that we give Goldberg, and myself included, as Jey Uso yeet makes his way to the ring, as all the crap that we give Bill for not being super talented in the ring, which, you know what, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Yeah, you know, he's injured some people. Bret Hart being the most notorious. And I love Bret Hart. I am a Bret Hart mark. But what did you expect from a guy like Goldberg? Did you expect him to go out there and pull a name redacted 30-minute match every night? You know, he wrestled to his styles, his strengths. Again, you know, I'm playing devil's advocate. It wasn't like Goldberg intentionally injured Bret. And let me tell you, I am a Bret Hart. I don't want to say, I hate the term fucking mark. Always hated that term mark. Or smark. Hated both of them. But I am a big-time Bret Hart fan. I actually have his book in paperback. And at some point, I'm going to read it. It's like 50,000 pages, though. We're going to get this match underway. Oh, misses the drop kick. They lock up center of the ring. And they tie up. Gunther tosses Jey Uso to the side. Short arm clothesline. Gunther trying to put this thing away quickly. Not even a 2 count. They lock up again. Jey Uso Slams him into the turnbuckle and going for a cover. Kicks out, not even a 1 count. Hits the elbow drop. Hits another elbow drop. Goes for a super kick, but Gunther counters it. These two men know each other so well as they are just teeing shots off one another. And Jey Uso looking to lock in the tequila sunrise. Holy crap. Shout out to Conan. Oh, God, he got himself free. They lock up. Gunther with the reversal. Beautiful German suplex. Spear! Oh my God, Jey hits the spear. Just enough to get that shoulder up. Cannot connect with the super kick. The big boot to the side of the head. They lock up. Chop. Misses the knee drop to the face of Jey Uso. Headbutt. These two guys are absolutely just going in a knockdown, drag out war. Jey Uso knocks down Gunther. Super kick. And the cover. Oh my God. Jey Uso picks up the victory on a super kick. Holy crap. And Jey Uso holding them ribs. He's like, oh. A 4.5-star semi-main event. Shinsuke Nakamura cutting a promo. Main event time. Randy Savage and Andrade taking on Akam and Razor Akam. The Authors of Pain.
Back in WWE, now ready to position himself as the future. The following contest is a tag team steel cage match. Introducing first from Gomez.
And Andrade on his way to the ring. Gotta say, I love the black skull mask. I think it's a really good look for Andrade. Let me tell you. As he peels the helmet off, or the mask off. Giving that little shit-eating grin. And places it on the steps. Honestly, that's somebody who I haven't seen in a while is Andrade. I wonder what he is up to.
Andrade loves to pay respect and honor his Lucha Libre heritage, but he's also supremely confident in himself.
And the cream of the crop. Oh, yeah. The Macho Man Randy Savage. By the way, I could never do the Macho Man Randy Savage. I think a lot of people loved Macho. And I hate to use this term for a multiple-time world champion, but I feel like in a lot of ways he was underrated. Like, sorry. Had some of the coolest gear, you know, the great look, the physique. the promos were out of this world. And what a great way to bring him to life. I don't want to say to life, but what a way to bring, you know, this to our channel. We've been working Randy Savage with Roman Reigns now. Nobody asked for it but me, but Roman Reigns is at the point on this roster where he's going to be working with, if we decide to bring in a legend, he's going to be working with a legend. When Akam and Razor. Which, you know what, to be honest with you, I feel like the Authors of Pain got a kind of a raw deal. I enjoyed them as a tag team, quite frankly. I've always enjoyed, like, the big, bruising, physical, you know, guys. You know, the big bruisers, the physical guys. And I liked the pairing with Cross Scarlett and Paul Ellering. I thought that had a lot of potential, and then it just felt like somebody cut the freaking legs off from under it. Like, and I don't know, because it's, with TNA, I don't even want to say that, because it looks like Enzo's going to be making his debut on TNA here in the very, very near future, which, cool, I'm fine with. I would have much rather seen a Enzo and Big Cass reunion, but whatever. These four superstars are tangling it in a steel cage match. Now, I wish we could put the blue steel cage in there, but that's another discussion for another time. Macho Man Randy Savage starts with an atomic drop. And Randy Savage, another one. DJ Khaled, another one. Beautiful vertical suplex by the Macho Man Randy Savage. Jawbreaker. Randy Savage with the counter, and they lock up. A third atomic drop as Andrade hit the moonsault. Misses the moonsault. Andrade missed the moonsault. Body slam. Andrade climbing the cage. We're going to play defense for him. Forearm shiver to the back of the neck. And we're going to work the one members of Author of Pain, and we're going to drop him with a powerbomb from the top rope. Stomp. Missed. Oh, the knee to the gut. And Macho gets his throat hung up across the top rope. It's a 2-on-1 situation with Andrade escaping the cage. Again, this was a last-minute booking, but god damn it, Macho needed to be in the main event at some point. And we got one of the members of Authors of Pain climbing the cage. No, we're not going to submit. Let him get out. Let him get out. As Randy Savage got himself free. Knee to the face. Macho going up. And the Macho elbow. And Macho calling for the cage door. Come on, ref, you could move a little faster here. He just decapitated Randy Savage. And now, Randy Savage giving chase. And he's fighting him on top of the cage. Randy Savage cuts the member of Authors of Pain off. Kick to the gut. Going for a powerbomb, but Randy Savage fights out. Clothesline in the corner. Hits the knee. Randy Savage elbow. And he's going to try and escape the cage. He's already up. Already at the top of the cage. Randy Savage. High risk, high reward crossbody. Oh my God. Randy Savage now scaling this 15-foot structure of destruction. And now Savage halfway there. Oh my God. I think Savage did it. He's climbing the other side. You know, if the AI was a little smarter, I'd be trying to get out that side door. But Macho Man and Andrade are your winners. Hell yeah. Too sweet, me bro. Two and a half stars to end the show. Might not have been our best, but I just want to show you guys something. I don't know if you can see, but this is just the amount of sweat I've built up so far as my lenses have fogged up a little bit. Luke Gallows, Logan Paul calling out Luke Gallows. Shout out to my boy Tony. He loves the Good Brothers, but yeah. Challenging a international YouTube superstar like Logan Paul. Bianca Belair and JC Jane, I can get behind. Carl Anderson calls out the Creed, one of the Creed, Julius. Holy shit. And Brutus taking on Andre Chase. And Elton Prince and Kit Wilson taking on Randy and Duke Hudson. What an interesting crew. They killed us in the main event, but we did better damn near every other aspect. We tied in the opener, but other than that, nothing really to... We got the Season Legend Award, the limited stock Queens of the Ring, to the moon, baby. And the Veto Champ. We bash in Berlin, week 15. So 10 more weeks of season 1. Jade Cargill. Do we give her what she wants? Yeah. Damian Priest. He appreciates the rematch. You're welcome. Caden Carter. Okay. So we're going to set up this first match. Hell yeah. Well, we're going to look at what's in the free agency market. Ooh, AJ Styles, Tommaso Ciampa, Cody Rhodes? No, I'm not going to sign Cody. As much as I like Cody. AJ Styles, though. The AJ Styles retirement tour. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? I don't want Headbanger Mosh. Not at least not without Thrasher. No sense of that. AJ Styles getting signed. Do we want to sign Tommy? We can sign a Prime bottle. Hell yeah. we'll sign Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know if he's going to actually stay on the roster, but it's regardless. Finally, time to set up the show. We're going to do the limited stock. All right, well, who's getting released? Trick Williams. Bye-bye. That's fine. I can't think of anybody else that really should be released. Shinsuke? That's a risk, but... Ooh, maybe not yet. Oh, we need to, because we need some extra money. We don't want to be running a frickin' gym, for Christ's sakes. So it looks like we're gonna have to release somebody. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? Bargain bin and the special effects. Didn't work. I guess it's not for that. Who do we want to rebuild? We'll use that on AJ, the 2 of the moon. Holy crap. We're going to release Shinsuke. It's about the only thing I can think of right now. There we go. Got the Bash of Berlin. It was a good rivalry between Roman and Shinsuke, but it was just over. And I love Shinsuke. Thank you for bringing all you could to this brand and being a very integral part of this roster. But we're going to set this pay-per-view up. Remember, the opener and the main event are going to be a secret. We can only show who we're going to play. So Casey Catanzaro is going to take on a random opponent in a Iron Woman match. Your second match of the card. That's not going to stick. Could be a lot of fun, but it's not going to stick. Damian Priest going to cut a promo. Okay. Who's in the main event? I feel like after Jey Uso killed it, he's going to be our main eventer in this one. Yep, I told you it wasn't going to stick around long. Nia Jax and Mishin for the women's title, and the World Heavyweight title is going to be on the line in a last man standing match. And we just got to set that final segment. Gunther going to be cutting a... No. AJ Styles. Going to do a role-changing promo. Guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to this channel for more. Be sure to check out the 4 different series that I am running on this channel. They're going to be posted in the 4 corners around me. Guys, I got to get the hell up on out of here. It's been almost 50 minutes. Guys, hopefully y'all had a great day, a great evening, and until next time, my friends, peace out.